Well, if you go back, it all began with democracy.
Okay, so if you could introduce yourself for me, tell me your name and where you're from.
My name is Maria Tercero.
Philip Wang.
My name is Paul Nemeth.
My name is Sergio Tercero, and I work right now currently for the Pacific Stock Exchange.
I'm an executive assistant to the business owner.
I do real estate investments. I was in the Marines. I'm a sergeant right now in the infantry.
I am a musician, teacher, and novelist.
Well, if you go back, it all began with democracy. What democracy did was to give the poor the vote, and it moved power from the marketplace to the polling station, from the wallet to the ballot.
So you vote on a regular basis?
I will have to admit I did not vote this past presidential election, but I do vote as often as I possibly can.
We just moved into congressional districts. We just got to college, so we're moving around. So,
you know, I'm a bad American. I'm one of those Americans that think that says he's gonna do it and he doesn't do it at all. So I didn't vote.
I don't know of any in our congressional district.
No, I don't have an excuse for the presidential election. I knew who I was going to vote for, but I didn't make it in time to the what you call it?
Polls?
Yeah, to the polls.
Well, to be honest, I actually live in Maryland now, so I'm not up to date on the South Carolina congressional.
Yeah, last time I voted was when Arnold, became our governor of California, and I didn't vote for him, but that just shows to you how long I voted, so I didn't vote.
The whole country went one direction. Like literally, the whole country went one direction, except for California.
Do you feel like the average American is misinformed about information they're given about political issues right now?
Yes.
Boycott Hollywood and all of the commies!
Now, what are some of the lies and the spending that you have particular problems with?
The bailout, what other?
Well, I'm out here to change the government.
Global warming is
bullshit! I am proud to be part of the coal producers. Our businesses are on American dirt. We're providing good jobs for the American people. But more importantly, we are producing the electricity that fuels the United States of America. I hope you will stand with us and tell them we won't allow them to let this happen. God bless America!
How ironic would it be if God was actually punishing us for the sins of industrialists?
Do you know how many wars we're in right now?
Oh, wow, that's a great question.
Oh gosh. We're in the Afghanistan war right now, as well as
I'd say officially Iraq and Afghanistan, but I'm sure there are more.
so 2?
How many wars? America was in?
Like actual hot wars that we're in right now?
I take that back. No, we're scheduled to put some troops to protect the borders on that side. I guess 3? Final answer?
It'd be worth looking up and getting back to you.
There's a communist living in the White House. Everybody, there's a communist living in the White House. Everybody, there's a communist living in the White House. What are we gonna do about it?
it almost seems like nobody really knows what the real story is. We're meant to not understand.
Oh yeah, completely. It's TV, they give you like a headline, and then like, you know, they give you a quick blurb, and then they move on to the next story.
Less than 3 hours, our president will head to India.
As to what the real cost of the trip is.
It costs about $200 million a day for this entourage to go.
$200 million a day?
As $1 billion.
$500 million. It's going to be somewhere around there.
$2 billion for 10 days.
This trip doesn't cost $200 million a day.
Just to put it in perspective, it costs about $190 million a day to execute the war in Afghanistan.
If you would let me talk.
We rely heavily on what the news or what the media is presenting to us in order for us to make that decision.
KSFO comes in clear as a bell, but Grade 960, which is what it is now, has terrible reception. Not that there's a conspiracy involved.
There's nothing that, yeah, you turn on the TV, there's nothing positive that ever comes out of it. You always are listening to the worst things that could ever happen.
The problem with the news industry is that it's an industry.
Do you know how much debt that we're in right now as a country?
At last count, I remember, it's roughly around 13 trillion.
13 trillion?
13 trillion.
I want to know what's going on with the stocks right now.
Oh, that's insider trading. I can't say anything about that. Right now, it's going to run you about $1,000 right now.
Seriously? Do you think people have enough knowledge about what's going on with the stock, or do you think it's kind of kept under wraps pretty much?
No, I mean, to be quite honest, man, I still don't understand a lot of the stuff, what's going on in this stock.
Do you have health care right now?
Yeah.
You and your family?
We have health care, and honestly, I'm not too happy with it.
Do you think that's a good idea for the United States to have universal health care?
No.
Why?
Most things that the government runs, it's not very good. I'm in the military. I've seen what they do. And the military is supposed to be the most efficient thing, right? Oh, that's military timing, military efficiency. I don't know where that term came from, but military is not efficient.
See, I think there are two ways in which people are controlled. First of all, frighten people, and secondly, demoralize them. An educated, healthy, and confident nation is harder to govern. And I think there's an element in the thinking of some people. We don't want people to be educated, healthy, and confident because they would get out of control.
Do you feel like people are really disconnected, like they feel like they don't really have an impact, so they just sit back and watch?
Oh yeah, totally.
I sometimes do feel like, what does it matter? How could I make a change, or how could I possibly make an impact on something so big like that?
If you have power, you use it to meet the needs of you and your community. And this idea of choice, which Capital talks about all the time, you've got to have a choice. Choice depends on the freedom to choose. And therefore they think perhaps the safest thing to do is take orders and hope for the best.
My name is Maria Tercero.
Philip Wang.
My name is Sergio Tercero.
My name is Paul Nemeth.